pinheads.
So you are helping the economy by doing that.
Not only helping the economy, helping a sector of our population that so rarely work productively in society, which are pinheads. By bringing together this enormous group of pinheads, I am, in many respects, finding an engine of the economy that has been absolutely untapped, a vein of energy. I think I deserve credit for that.
All right, we'll let the audience decide on that, if they're still awake. Do you feel badly when you take a clip, cut it up, to make somebody look like an idiot?
Not if we think they're an idiot.
Okay, so if you, Jon Stewart, think they're an idiot, then you'll do anything, however dishonest, to prove that point.
No, not however dishonest.
But you take a clip and you take it out of context. You did it to me.
I disagree with that.
You disagree with the context?
I disagree that we took it out of context.
Well, you cut it. You cut, the quotes were, you mocked me for...
we do mock you.
Yes, and I mock myself, so you're in good territory with that. You showed a clip of me criticizing anti-Bush protesters.
That's right.
But you didn't use the whole clip.
Well, your problem was, if I recall correctly, and let me see if I get this correctly. The idea was that Fox has become a liberal network, that you love protests against government. And we showed how, during the Bush administration, you said thousands of protesters have been arrested, and surveys show most protesters are loons. Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
Here's what I said. There are anti-Bush protesters here in New York. While most of these people have been peaceful, more than 1,000 have been arrested.
That's right.
Okay, but you cut out while most of these people are peaceful. You picked it up after, but that's okay.
But no. The point was, let me tell you what the point was, just so I can explain, because I don't want to take things out of context.
You don't.
And we work very hard not
to.
So here was the context, and I don't believe we did take it out of context. What you said about the protesters in the Tea Party movement was, it was about the mainstream media, that they were treating the Tea Party protesters unfairly. Right. And you said, we here at the Factor, what do you call it? We here at the you refer to it like it's the Borg,
some sort of weird factor. I just
third person.
O'Reilly.
Right, that's right. So we here at the Factor, we treat protesters with respect, and we don't refer to them as loons
unless they're arrested and hurt people.
Well, see, that you didn't say. Now you may say that's the implication.
I did say that. I said more than 1,000 have been arrested. More than 1,000 have been arrested.
But you didn't say most surveys say
I'm not
that.
giving you the paper.
You didn't say most surveys say that the arrested protesters are loons. You said most surveys say the protesters are loons. If you had said arrested, we wouldn't have put it in there.
Okay. The important thing is you don't want to take things out of context just to make a cheap political point against people you don't like.
We're not looking to make cheap political points against people we don't like.
Okay.
We're not looking to take things out of context. And quite frankly, we work pretty hard not to.
Okay.
And if you have other examples, I'd be happy to address those as well. I disagree with you that that's out of context.
Okay. Now, are you shocked that a Democratic poll operation shows that Fox News is the most trusted news operation in the country? 49% of Americans trust Fox News.
I'm not shocked by that. Are you shocked that an internet poll said I was the most trusted newscaster in America?
Yeah, but that was like Blinky did it. This was a big concern. Okay, and somebody told me off the record that you were one of the 49% that believe Fox News is the most trusted news organization.
Here's what I believe: Fox News is the most passionate and sells the clearest narrative of any news organization, if that's how are you still referring to it in that manner?
Yeah, it's a news organization. Right. That's how the poll referred to it.
No, I'm sure
nobody had any problem. Only you.
Well,
only you.
I think Fox, in and of yourself, say you're not a news organization all day. Isn't it now your news? What was it? Your news from 9 to 11, and then your opinion, and then your news again from like 1 to 2:30.
It's kind of like a newspaper.
Except on the Jewish holidays, then you're not, and then on alternate parking days you're news, but then Christmas you're not, and then. What is it? During Ramadan, your news?
Stuart.
Am I allowed to say Ramadan on Fox?
You are. You can say Ramadan.
Are you sure?
Stuart, just for a second, okay? Just for a second. Take a deep breath.
Karl Rove just did this.
Think about a newspaper. Think about the last newspaper you read, New York Times. And think about the news pages, and then you open another page, and there is the opinion page. Clearly labeled opinion page.
Yeah.
You have no problem with that, right?
First of all, newspapers are a passive piece of paper that you go to and you know where the opinion thing is. Television doesn't function that way, and you know
You don't think people know The Factor is an opinion show? You don't think they know that?
that's certainly not clearly labeled. I've looked at your promos. You're part of the fair and balanced part. You're part of the most trusted name in news.
But you don't think people know
Let me
the
put it this way.
O'Reilly factor isn't an opinion show? That's like saying somebody watches your show, they don't know it's a comedy show. Come on, Stewart, wise up, man. Everybody knows this. People watching in Pakistan, you know, they get a little direct TV and they go, that O'Reilly's opinion show. They know. They know. They know you're a comic.
Why
they
do
know
use
I'm an
that
opinion
accent?
guy.
Let me ask you a question. You truly believe that Fox News is just a nonpartisan, fair and balanced, trustworthy?
Our hard news operation is. But of course, you're casting aspersions.
Yes, I am.
Big word.
I believe I am.
All right, casting aspersions.
That's right.
People like Shepard Smith, people, all of our White House people.
Listen, here's the brilliance.
They report fairly.
Here's the brilliance of Fox News. What you have been able to do, you and Dr. Ailes, have been able to mainstream conservative talk radio. And the way that you did it, you can't shoot conservative talk radio directly into the veins of the American people. Their heads would blow up. You can only have that in taxis and, you know, various places in people's houses. So what you've done is you've taken a cyclonic, narrative-driven news organization, you know, a media arm of a political party, of a political wing, and you've sprinkled it. You've cut it with a little bit of object, a little bit of Chris Wallace asking a tough question, a little bit.
From 9 to 4, when Cavuto comes on,
not even close.
That's 7 hours.
Not even close, because they're also part of the journey. They're part
of the journey. Who's part of the journey?
The journey begins in the morning. It begins with the
Fox and Friends,
with the wide-eyed innocence of Fox and Friends. You know, Obama has czars. I googled czar. Did you know that's a Russian word for a Russian leader? Or they'll go through, these children in 2nd grade are singing the praises of Obama. Did you know they sing the praises of their leader in North Korea? And then when the hard news comes on, they go, some people are concerned that they're indoctrinating children.
So you think that the Fox News channel is set up solely to provide aid and comfort to the Republican Party and the conservative movement?
That's right.
Nothing else.
And to make some money.
Then why wouldn't John McCain come on his program during the last campaign? Why did he dodge us and not come on? If your thesis is that we're in business to help the GOP, he wouldn't come in.
But you're not in business to help John McCain. He is not GOP enough for you. You're in business to help Sarah Palin.
Dick Cheney.
And now
Dick Cheney is to you Mr. Republican. Wouldn't come on the program,
not
Stewart.
Mr. Republican. Well, because Dick Cheney, again, this atmosphere, there's a lot of light, which he's obviously allergic to.
Come on.
There's an opportunity to brush past the
I just gave you 2 examples that you can't refute with your propaganda.
But that doesn't mean anything.
What do you mean? It's two concrete examples. John McCain running for president on the GOP side, Dick Cheney, Mr. GOP. Neither man would come in here because the questioning is too tough. So don't give me I'm a Republican shill. That's bull.
You, like I say, you are the most reasonable, have become the most reasonable voice on Fox, which, quite frankly...
Greta is the most reasonable. Come on.
Well, but she's different. She's not as political. You are the most reasonable...
Is she not on the program, on the channel?
Kinda.
Yeah? It's 10 o'clock to 11.
I mean, she's kinda on it.
Yeah,
she's not really... she's not the deal. She's not my thing about... No, let's go through this, because I think this is important.
Go ahead.
You have become, in some ways, the voice of sanity here, which, as I said, is like being the thinnest kid.
Cavuto sane?
Which is like being the thinnest kid at fat camp. So let's just get that straight.
Cavuto sane?
You're a saint. No, Cavuto is not sane.
Cavuto is insane? Neil Cavuto?
He goes through... You know what's great about Cavuto is we did a piece on this, the Cavuto mark. His thing is all about questions. Are Democrats tanking the stock market? Question mark. It's all done with this kind of very subtle... propaganda. It's all done in questions. I'm not saying Obama's a Stalinist. I'm just putting up Stalin's picture behind me and saying all of his programs. Listen, I grew up in Jersey. I know what this is.
Lays out the conservatives, too.
Please. I know what this is. This is, I come from Jersey. It's the same thing. I'm not saying your mother's a whore. I'm just saying she has sex for money with people. So all the techniques that here's how I know you are. Because Fox News has done a 180 on so many integral principles of what you would imagine a news organization to be. Fox News used to be all about, you don't criticize a president during wartime. It's unacceptable. It's treasonous. It aid and comfort to the enemy. All of a sudden, for some reason, you can run out there and say Barack Obama is destroying the fabric of this country.
But not in the Afghanistan situation.
They've absolutely said he doesn't
here.
know what he's doing.
Not here.
When you're talking about
everybody here has been respectful in that theater and not undermined anything in that theater.
That's absolutely not true.
No,
you went through the whole dithering
thing. Too long for him to make up the mind to
But
deploy.
that's not the point. The point is, any criticism of a president in wartime
About anything?
That's what the network was
criticized
about.